Get ready for one last look at the universe before the big liftoff, with a final Super Mario Galaxy trailer absolutely packed with secrets. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything from Mario and Nintendo. Here are 15 hidden details from the final trailer for Super Mario Galaxy, the movie. When Peach and Toad enter the casino, everything seems normal until you notice who's running the place. A giant frog with a crown, sitting there like the whole place belongs to him. And well, it kinda does. It's Wart, the main villain of Super Mario Bros. 2, one of the saga's most iconic enemies who always seems to end up living in Bowser's shadow. Nintendo wanted to bring him back, and that says a lot about how much love they still have for their classic characters. But the best part is that he's not alone. Birdo and Mouser are there too, also from Super Mario Bros. 2, a reunion nobody expected to see on the big screen. And here's a fun detail: the last time we saw Wart in action was in the remake of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, where he appeared singing a song. Going from that to running a casino is quite the jump. King Bowser is back, and definitely not in his miniature form. In one of the scenes, you can see that he's regained his original size, but what really stands out is what he's dragging across the ground: a huge axe. And it's not just any axe, because it has a lot of history behind it. In the first Super Mario Bros., this axe was located behind Bowser, and Mario had to grab it to break the bridge and send him falling into the lava. It was one of the most memorable mechanics in the original game, and seeing that weapon on the big screen is a direct tribute to the saga's roots. In one of the movie's most spectacular scenes, a giant UFO rips Peach's castle out of the ground using lasers that slice through the earth around it. That's exactly what happened in the opening of Super Mario Galaxy. Mario and Peach were in the castle when a ship lifted into orbit to kidnap the princess, while Kamek attacked Mario and sent him flying into space. This scene, however, does make some pretty major changes. For example, Peach isn't there, but in exchange, Luigi and Yoshi are by Super Mario's side as they face Bowser Jr. Right in the middle of the casino chaos, Toad grabs a power-up that Nintendo fans will know very well. It's the Penguin Suit, which first appeared in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. As soon as he picks it up, Toad transforms into his penguin form, with the exact same design we already saw in that game. In the original, this suit let him throw ice balls, slide on his belly at full speed, and swim much faster underwater. 3 very useful abilities for getting through platforming levels, although they may not help all that much in the middle of a casino fight. During the fight against Bowser Jr., there's a detail hiding in plain sight. Just to the left of Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi, there's a chest that'll look very familiar if you played Super Mario Bros. 3. It has the exact same design as a treasure chest from that game. In the first movie, a pixelated version of this chest could already be seen behind some Toad market stalls in Toad Town, but now it appears in its normal form. On the outskirts of Peach's castle, you can see the bell trees that already appeared in the first Mario Galaxy teaser, but this time, they're not alone. Next to them, some new trees have been planted with a very particular shape. They've been trimmed into cubes, and hanging from them are Yoshi's favorite fruits, those colorful berries that have been appearing in the game since Super Mario World. And of course, it's no coincidence that they have that shape, because this type of tree is a direct reference to the one that appeared next to Yoshi's house in that very same game. A small tribute to the home of Nintendo's most beloved dinosaur. The way Nintendo has mixed together the worlds of the Mario series in this movie is pretty interesting. Instead of limiting themselves to the universe of Super Mario Galaxy, they've taken locations from different games and turned them into planets and galaxies that the characters visit throughout the adventure. And it's already been confirmed that one of those planets is Fossil Falls, the area from Super Mario Odyssey where the Tyrannosaurus Rex appeared, the one Mario could capture with Cappy. That same T-Rex shows up in the trailer, and it doesn't exactly look friendly. But there's more. When Peach's castle is ripped from the ground and sent into orbit, it doesn't fall back into the Mushroom Kingdom. Instead, it crashes into the Bee Kingdom, with the distinctive flowers that appeared in the Honey Hive Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy. A place that, by the way, becomes even more important now that we know the Honey Queen will have a role in the movie, with Issa Rae voicing her. Wart definitely has some pretty peculiar tastes, but it seems like one of the things he likes the most is turnips. If you look closely, he has one sitting right on top of the table. This vegetable first appeared in Super Mario Bros. 2, the same game where Wart made his debut, and it was actually one of the weapons players used to defeat him. Since then, it has returned in titles like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker and Super Mario 3D World, becoming one of the most recognizable icons of Mario's retro era. But the turnip isn't the only curious detail in the scene. Right behind Wart, you can spot a Yukiki, one of those mischievous monkeys that appeared in Yoshi's Island and were never exactly enemies or allies. Even if they could definitely mess with you, they were neutral, unpredictable characters, just as likely to steal the baby from you as they were to just stand there staring. In the movie, it looks like a Yukiki steals Toad's backpack, and that's probably the reason Peach and Toad end up in Wart's casino in the first place. During the battle between Rosalina and Bowser Jr., there's a detail hiding in the background that could easily go unnoticed. Those machines, those panels, and that very specific design can only come from one place: Professor Egad's lab, the scientist who helps Luigi in the Luigi's Mansion games. The clearest clue is the very chair Bowser Jr. uses while attacking Rosalina. Its design is almost identical to the red chairs used by Professor Egad, like the one seen in Luigi's Mansion 3. Another detail you can't overlook is Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush, his most iconic weapon since Super Mario Sunshine. In that game, the brush had Professor Egad's emblem on it, showing that he had created it. But in the movie, that emblem is gone, and in its place is Bowser Jr.'s own symbol, as if Bowser's son had claimed the weapon for himself and erased every trace of its original creator. Right before Bowser Jr. rips Peach's castle out of the ground, it's worth paying attention to the plaza. In the middle of the chaos, you can spot several little booths with roofs shaped like toad heads. These are toad houses, the same ones that appeared in games like New Super Mario Bros., where Mario could go in and get a one-up mushroom and other useful items. In the movie, they look much more detailed and realistic, adapted to Illumination's visual style, but at their core, they are exactly the same thing. The Star Festival from Super Mario Galaxy comes to life in the movie. Once every 100 years, the Toads watch shooting stars cross the sky alongside a gigantic comet. That comet is actually Rosalina's Comet Observatory, her home among the stars. But the most interesting part isn't the comet itself, it's the star fragments it leaves behind. One of them falls directly into Mario's hand, and if you look closely, its shape is unmistakable. It looks exactly like Konpeito, the Japanese sugar candies with that very distinctive star-like shape. This candy is quite famous in Japan, and Nintendo has used it as inspiration in several of its games. They appeared as star bits in Super Mario Galaxy, as star fragments in Animal Crossing, and as collectible items in The Legend of Zelda. It looks like the chaos among the castle toads doesn't actually begin when Bowser Jr. attacks. The real reason is right before that, in Mario's hand. If you look closely, Mario is holding a letter, and when you zoom in, you can tell it's a letter written by Princess Peach herself. On paper, very similar to the one she sent Mario at the beginning of Super Mario 64, inviting him to the castle. Only this time, the message seems to be very different. Everything points to Peach having left, with this letter as her only warning. And that's what has caused the collective hysteria among the Toads, who were clearly not expecting their princess to disappear. After Bowser Jr.'s attack on Peach's castle, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi run out of there at full speed. And in one of the funniest moments of the escape, Yoshi starts kicking his legs mid-air with Mario and Luigi riding on his back. It's a movement any fan will recognize instantly, because it's exactly what happens in the games when you ride Yoshi and try to gain a bit of extra distance in the air. After all, that desperate flutter kick could save you from falling at the last second. The Super Mario Galaxy movie includes a retro cameo you probably weren't expecting. When Peach and Toad arrive at the Gateway Galaxy Station, they're greeted by a robot with a very distinctive design. His name is R.O.B, and he originally comes from a real accessory for the NES. R.O.B was a physical robot sold alongside the console in 1985, designed to interact with certain games through on-screen commands. Over time, however, Nintendo gave him a much bigger role. He appeared as a playable character in Mario Kart DS, joined the fighter roster in Super Smash Bros., and even got his own Amiibo and a motorbike in Mario Kart World. But R.O.B isn't the only unexpected character wandering around the station. If you pay attention to the background, you can spot Gearmos from Super Mario Galaxy running around, those maintenance robots that gave you missions. There are also Piantas from Super Mario Sunshine. You can see Whittles from Super Mario Galaxy 2, and even Bublanians from Super Mario Odyssey. They're residents of the Seaside Kingdom, a mix of characters from all across the Mario series living together in one place, as if the station were a meeting point for the entire universe of the franchise. We'll take you all the way to whatever planet of curiosities you like most in these secret videos about Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Galaxy that we've left for you here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next ones. Thanks for watching. See you next time.